I'm alive.
Kind of. Say 80s and all sorts of stuff on there.
Hiya!
Full. Yes, I did catch it.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode podcast thingy, what some people are already calling the second episode of Sons of a Thin Brown Kiwi. I'm one of the co-hosts. I'm Ben, the English Kiwi, and as always, I'm joined by Mark from Thin Brown Line and Darren from Sons of Adrenaline Airsoft channel. And this week, we've actually managed to get a special guest on. Now, I got bollocked for calling them an influencer last time, so they are a content creator on YouTube. We're not influencers. Don't ever label us that. No. But
I don't get paid, so I can't be an influencer.
Indeed. All we know is he's more beard than man, and that he's declared a personal war on helium balloons. It's not the purple helmet, but it is his long-lost English cousin. It is, of course, AATV's very own Tom the Anvil Hibbard. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much for having me on.
We've just given him the clap.
I think he already had it. Right. So, welcome to this, well, I guess we can only really call it a shit show.
Hey, it's not a chat show, it's a shat show.
Well, your camera certainly shat itself last time round, Mark. Okay, so, let's try and get some topics out before one of our cameras definitely dies. So, I believe, Mark, you wanted to talk about the new Novi Boy toy.
Yeah, it's not a clone of a Mark 23 Honest. The Novrich SSX23. I believe I've already...
Is that the silence pistol that doesn't come with a suppressor?
That's the one. Yes, the suppressed pistol that doesn't come with a suppressor.
There is a good reason for that, and I can talk about that. But...
Go on. I don't know the reason behind this, so go ahead.
So the reason for it is if you import a suppressor into the States, that's an NFA item, and then you are in a lot of trouble, i.e. going to jail trouble. So most suppressors in airsoft and mock don't have any baffles or foam in them, because if it goes into the States and you're caught with it, then it's very bad news. That's why. So that's why it doesn't ship with it as standard, I believe.
I did, when reading up on it, I did think it was, didn't think of obviously the US, because obviously he's based in Europe and a lot of his sales in Europe, you know, it didn't twig, and it was like, okay, so he's selling a specifically suppressed gun without the suppressor.
You know, I was thinking about, because he's had a lot of like day one reviews, so obviously he sent out to certain people the pistol. And I think he sent out like a sheet saying this is what you need to talk about. Because every review I've watched of it so far, they've all mentioned, oh, you can take the suppressor and take it down to being this thin. And I'm just... Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, you can have this one piece... Hang on. This one piece thin suppressor that's like this big on a gun. And it's like, yeah, but that's not useful in any shape or form. That's just you being stupid. Why has everyone in the reviews mentioned it?
Hmm. He actually does say on his own website that you run the risk of blowing the pistol up.
Wait, what?
I've actually taken screenshots off the website and I've printed them out. It says, using high pressure gas at more than 10 degrees C can risk breaking your magazines.
So basically playing with it outside of Austria can kill it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, on his website, he does give you recommended weights and gases to use, depending on temperature. I mean, for instance, below 10 degrees Celsius and up to minus 10 to plus 10, he suggests high pressure gas with 0.28 gram BBs, and from 11 degrees up to 50, 0.36 gram on low pressure gas. Hang on, I'm not sure how that works.
I'm not sure what high pressure and low pressure is, unless it's like red gas and green gas.
Yeah, it's like Duster Gas versus like Abbey Pro or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't understand that because he's suggesting in a higher temperature environment using a lower pressure gas but a heavier BB.
But it's fairly, yeah.
I'm not quite sure how that works. Say again.
Isn't that gas blowback pistol common sense anyway? Don't we do that already?
No,
It's non-blowback anyway.
MBB. Yeah.
It, I guess he's just trying to leverage the dual creep.
I think he's covering his bottom. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's doing Fabi's job. But shush. But the other thing that has confused me is, fair enough, it's got precision hop-up and a precision in a barrel, but it says it outperforms most other AEGs on the field.
It probably will in terms of range.
Yeah, but it's not an AEG.
Okay, but remember, English isn't his first language, but yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Or it's Chinglish because he's clearly buying it from a Chinese OEM. He's not manufacturing it in the Novoroch factory.
Do you think it's actually...
all I can think about are the pictures that he takes when he's got a product in the works. There's always this publicity photo of him stood there with a laptop and clearly his slaves, and he stood there like that. You know, pose.
It's the hands on the desk leaning over it.
Yeah, he's been sent some CAD picture from his OEM, and he's put it on the laptop, and he's staring at it, making out that he's used it. You know, it's one of those.
But one thing I have noticed actually that's quite refreshing, because most Mark 23s and Mark 23 clones are all plastic, aren't they? Or all polymer, sorry. This actually comes with a metal slide.
And apparently he's selling the metal slide separately, and with a tiny bit of modification, it'll fit on a TM. Lower receiver. So those who build the TM Mark 23s, they're all salivating over just the metal slide part.
Yeah, that's a good, smart move.
Because he knows that there's already a crap ton of Mark 23 users out there.
Or does it have proper trades on it, or does it have like Novoroch written on it in massive letters?
The slide actually looks blank. The actual trades are on. I don't know if you can see that very well. Are actually only on the lower receiver. But the only bit that would put me off is the price.
Do you want to hit us with it?
€135, then shipping, then the suppressor.
Yeah, but that's probably, you could probably build one equivalent a bit cheaper. If you started with the ASG or the STII clone, you could probably build one just a bit cheaper yourself if you wanted to. But with all the stuff in it, it's actually not too bad at all, I think.
Yeah, the only other thing is, I wonder what other suppressors will actually fit this. Because knowing Novoroch, and we've kind of worked out what he's like, only his will fit it.
Has some proprietary threading on it or something.
Some helical hex thread.
See where it says what gases to use? Is a small print saying only mine?
Not that I've noticed.
Novoroch high pressure gas, Novoroch low pressure gas. I think fair play to him. He's a bit like some other YouTubers, isn't he? He's not really a player. He's a businessman.
Oh yeah, we said on our previous podcast that he's a very, very good businessman. He's switched on, and he knows how to get you over a barrel, so to speak. But no, it doesn't say you need to use his.
We can sit there and we do have a laugh at his expense and everything else, but if you're in the exact same position as Novoroch, you do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
If you could and you had the opportunity, of course you would.
I've just scrolled to the bottom of the product page for this, and it's got some frequently asked questions. And one of them is, should I get the SSP1 or the SSX23? And he basically just says, buy both of them. Why not buy two of each?
It's actually quite a light pistol as well, to say it's got a metal slide and it's a metal gas magazine. It's quoted as weighing 860 grams.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
which is actually really light. Although I wonder how much weight the suppressor weighs, and does anyone know if that's plastic or metal?
Metal.
What is suppressor, is it?
Yeah.
All the weight of Mark 23s is in the mag. Massive, massive mags.
Mm. Oh, you know, they're like that, they're huge.
There's different types of gases and different weight of BBs, so that'll change.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a 24 round mag. So it's on par with the other Mark 23s out there. It's just
It will be. It'll be a OEM Mark 23 from someone that's had the mods done at the factory, you know, and then so it's going to be exactly. It's going to you'll be able to buy pretty much the same thing off the shelf from somewhere else.
yeah. It'd be interesting to see how it performs in real life, obviously. So if anyone's got one,
Getting one.
If only there was a fairly biggish reviewers channel that we know who might be able to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you buy one, I will test it for you.
wait a minute, aren't you supposed to buy it and test it?
This is my new mantra, basically. People ask me to test things, and I'm like, it's fine. Do you think I'm, you know, if you buy me one, I'll quite happily test it for you.
Oh dear.
I've got some people asking me to test gas blowback rifles at the moment. I'm like, that's lovely, but I don't have a spare £600. But if you wish to buy me one, that'd be absolutely fine.
Do you want to buy one? Send it me. I'll test it and play it a few games, and then I'll give it you back knackered. It's fine.
Then when I put the video up, oh my god, he's reviewed my gun. Yeah, it's shit.
It's horrible. It rattles and it fell to pieces. I mean, look, it snaps in half dead easily.
And it's broken, and it doesn't do very well. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult reviewing stuff, particularly because I'm associated with the magazine. We have to be quite careful about upsetting people. So what? And I'll put it out here now because I'm not ashamed of it. If something reviews badly, we generally just don't show it.
This is why I actually buy all my own. Everything I've reviewed, other than a few team members' guns, I've paid for, and then I've completely stripped down, rebuilt, tested myself. So if I review it and I review that saying, you know, this is bad, this is good, that's good on it, no one's offended because I paid for the shocking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at changing stuff going forward. So if I'm taking in a gun for review, I'm going to be telling the person that I'm taking it from that it's going to be taken apart. And if that's a problem for you, then you don't like that, then let's just not go down this road. But you know, a lot of the reality is a lot of online reviews are done with shotguns, so it's come from a shop. It's been taken out of the box. It might put 30 BBs and threw it in the garden, and then it goes back to the shop, and it's either sold back to a customer or it's sold as a second-hand gun, or you know. It's just, to me these days, that's just not acceptable anymore. But we touched it that's the influencer world, and I don't want to go down that road. You know, that's just.
That's where I'm lucky because all of the guns I reviewed, if I haven't bought them myself, they're from teammates, and I'm the team tech, so I'm the one taking them to pieces anyway. So they go, oh, do you want to review? I don't know, like Spectre lent me his 5.56. It's like, oh, can you review this? Yeah, I'm going to whip it to pieces. They're like, well, I want this doing anyway. I was like, okay, I'll take it to pieces and then I'll review it. So it doesn't matter. Because if I break them, I'm the team tech, so I've got to repair it anyway.
I was secretly very happy when my mate shredded his 417 on the first game day, because I was like, I can fix that for you. I can make a video about it.
So, all in all, Tom, what are your honest impressions, without actually firing the thing? What do you think, first off the top of your head, about the Novice pistol?
I think to me, it's his normal modus operandi. He's taken a gun from an OEM. He's either been approached or he's approached an OEM. He's done some mods to it, and he's putting it out into the market. So if you can't be arsed working on your own gun, buy his. And it was the same with the SSG 24. If you can't be arsed working on a sniper rifle, just go and buy his or an SRS.
That's exactly what we said last episode about the 24. You know, its design is, if you can't be bothered, don't want to, or don't know how, or daren't, just buy it. It's out the box, find exactly what you want. For folk like actually all four of us who do our own tech work, it's a case of, I can build the same thing for less.
Yep. So, but you know, and also how much do you value your time? So if you're a busy person, then brilliant. Just buy it, use it. It's not earth shattering. It's not going to change the world. It does the same as every other upgraded Mark 23 out there. But then you can just buy it out of one source, and I think that's the niche that he's going into, and it makes a lot of sense to me. Unlike the big balls.
Not the big balls. Oh, don't get started on the big balls.
It's time to go full thrust, gentlemen.
Full thrust. But there's not enough power in the UK for his full thrust, so it does not work.
How many people do you think are going to buy it in the UK?
No idea.
He does have a lot of fanboys.
But all the young 13, 14-year-olds who are all been watching his YouTube channel.
And want the sniper as their first gun. 1 second.
Is he wearing boxer shorts?
Sitting in his pants.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I won't tilt my laptop screen down. No.
Just call it Sons of a Kiwi.
Have a look at his Union Jack flag. He's flying it wrong.
Down.
It's upside down.
Ooh.
It's got the broad white band. Yeah, he's flying his Union flag wrong.
Well, I'll let you tell him that. He is an ex-squaddy after all.
I heard that. What's that about years next?
You know your Union flag cushion, Mark? You're flying it wrong, mate.
It's a blanket. I've just chucked it on.
It's upside down, mate. You're like devaluing the crown and all of that stuff.
Distress.
My sofa's in Australia. Hang on. Okay.
It's a sign of distress, isn't it?
Fuck off.
You're still flying it wrong.
Printed it wrong.
I think it's printed wrong.
Just do that. There we go. That'll work.
Yeah, fuck it.
Can't see the top bit.
Trust you to fucking notice that.
Hello.
You can't do that. You need to show some blue of the flag, otherwise it looks like the EDL. You can't have that.
Wish I hadn't said anything there.
Fuck off. See you, Jimmy.
You do know that's got to be on my intro, right? Tonight.
Ex-squaddy.
Ex-squaddy flies his own flag wrong. Yeah, sorry about that, gentlemen. My son did the exact same thing last time we was filming and decided I'm supposed to be in bed. Daddy's live filming. I'm going to go in the lounge. You fucking...
Mark, do you want to take the next topic up?
Hang on, before we do, I just want to ask, what do you guys think Novrich's next gun is going to be?
He's probably going to redo the minigun, isn't he?
Either that, or he'll do some sort of shower launcher.
I think it's going to be the electric Glock, because he always used to play with his modified TM Glock 18. Remember he had the like phone cable coil and had a battery pack on his belt.
Yes, he did a lipo mod on it, didn't he?
But pretty insane lipo mod.
Which is on his tech channel. Along with the instructions for every other gun he's got, because he doesn't send him with instructions.
Yes, the brilliance of getting everyone to go on his channel. Right, so I guess are we done with the SSX? Are we happy?
Other than whether we would have one personally, if I was given one, maybe.
Maybe.
Nah.
Why no?
No.
No, I think.
Mainly, not just because it's Novrich's take on a Mark 23. I don't actually like the Mark 23. I mean, I don't know if any of you've seen, I did a video on the non-blowback Beretta. I love that as a sidearm when I'm sniping because it's just as quiet as that Mark 23. And I like the looks of a Beretta.
Yeah, but I think pistols aren't really meant to be quiet. Like, the whole point of a pistol is it's loud and goes bang and goes about 3 feet.
If I was doing some sort of 90s Tears of the Sun loadout, then it would work out really well. But I like military service weapons, and I like the kind of... and I can put my aim point on backwards as well. just like Bruce Willis does. Oh, that bit does my head in every time. But yeah, if I was doing something like that, it would be fine, you know. But do some nighttime village assault. But I like military service weapons, and I like not impression kit, but I like fairly authentic loadouts, you know. So that's in terms of just running around.
Yeah. No, I want a high power that doesn't have the bloody tangent sight on it. That's what I want right now.
Apparently, WE are doing it. They're doing a British one.
They've been doing it for like 3 years.
Doing that for a while now.
Yeah.
We are doing it honest.
We are doing, and we're thinking about adding a hop to it this time.
We can talk about that later.
Okay, so I guess that's the SSX done. Shall we?